Hey everybody, Eric here, and I apologize. I am not going to have the third productivity video out in time to get it to you this week. Hey guys, editor Eric here. I don't know what's up with this spot on the wall. It's bothering me, so I thought I'd point it out. The problems with having my office also be the bonus room. All right, back to the video. So I just thought I'd come on here really quick. I was actually going to live stream these topics, but I have 3 topics that I want to discuss, and we can go ahead and discuss it in the comments after you guys watch the video. But these 3 topics came up in the last week, and I really thought I wanted to put my commentary on them and see what you guys think. Alright, so the first one was about rebooting client machines. Now, this one does pop up from time to time, and yes, it's inconvenient if a client is working at 3 a.m. in the morning and their computer suddenly reboots. Well, first of all, you should be telling your clients that you are rebooting their computers on a regular basis, and you are rebooting them at X time. So that you can apply patches and just generally make the computers run better. We all know that, especially Windows machines, but this holds for Macs as well. I have one, I know, that when you reboot machines on a regular basis, they just behave better. We had a circumstance the other day here at home where my wife's iMac, my daughter was trying to use it for school, and the Zoom camera wouldn't work. The camera wouldn't work when she was trying to join her class with Zoom. And rebooting fixed that problem. So there are things that just need to be done, like rebooting, that yes, are going to be inconvenient for your clients. Now, of course, we can schedule them at appropriate times. We can warn them, give them 5-10 minutes to shut down, whatever they're working on, make sure they've saved it and whatnot. But you have to be able to reboot your client machines in order to keep them running properly and securely by running patch management. So I don't know, the arguments for not rebooting are, I just don't think they're there. So if anybody has any comments on that one, please go ahead, put it down in the comments, let me know what you think, because I think this one's pretty cut and dry. All right, the next one that caught my eye this week was Atera. Now, a lot of people are saying that Atera was breached or compromised. That's not the case. They were actually just being used. Somebody downloaded their trial software, installed it on client machines, and used it to do malicious things. This has been happening for a long time with other tools, especially remote access tools like TeamViewer, LogMeIn, go to my PC, insert your favorite remote access software here. This is nothing new. Now, should companies be aware that this is a problem and try and do something to limit access to their trial software? Yeah, probably, but I don't think we can call this a breach or a compromise. All right, now the last topic that I want to talk about is something that actually popped up in 2 different Facebook groups, and completely unrelated Facebook groups, because one was one of the MSP Facebook groups that I'm sure a lot of us are members of, and the second one was First in Line with Gary V. Now, if you're not familiar with Gary Vaynerchuk, he is a marketing expert, and he offers a lot of advice, a lot of information for free. And so this is a Facebook group that's dedicated to that community and all the people who kind of follow him and what he is talking about. And it was interesting because somebody was talking about how if you do 10 things, and I think there were 3 or 4 of them. If you do those 10 things every day in those 4 different categories, that you'll have some kind of success. And it was send 10 emails, send 10 direct messages on LinkedIn, send 10 direct messages on Facebook, send 10 direct messages on Instagram, a couple of things like that. And there were 2 schools of thought. There was one that says, yeah, great, admire the hustle, keep going at it, etc. Then there was the other school of thought that basically said that that's just spamming. Why would you spam people like that? That's just, and some people just called it downright unethical. Well, first of all, nobody mentioned, sending emails or DMing people that you hadn't researched, that you didn't know needed your product. You're being very specific about the people that you're targeting. You're not just spamming. If it was 100 people, yeah, 1,000 people, yeah, that's spam. But if you are specifically researching and targeting 10 people at a time, that's not spam. That's doing your research and actually trying to prospect to the people who need your product. Now, I saw a very similar post in an MSP group where they were talking about a marketing topic and people were like, well, that doesn't work for us. Why are you doing that? That's just stupid. I don't know that they use the word stupid, but you get my idea. And the same thing kind of applies. There's this hustle mindset versus criticism mindset. And if you're not going to add something positive to the conversation, then just don't. You can tell somebody that something doesn't work. That's helpful. Okay? If you say, I tried billboards in the Atlanta area and they didn't work for me, that's helpful information. You're not discouraging somebody from what they're doing. You're just giving them a point of data of what you've already discovered. And that's what hustle is about. Hustle is about trying as many different things as you can to find out what works and what doesn't, so that you can double down on what works. Now, I think it's important to say here that there is a little bit of negativity around the whole hustle mindset, right? Hustle can be interpreted by different people in different ways. And I think that in terms of taking action, if that's what you call hustle, if you say, I'm going to try this, I'm going to measure the results, and I'm going to, act on those results, that's great. Do that. Take actions in your business, regardless of whether or not you know they're going to work, so that you can find out what's going to work. Now, on the other side of that, hustle, in terms of some people, means working 26 hours a day, right? I know, I can do math. I said that on purpose, but you get the point. Some people think hustle means just working all the time, and that's not what I mean by hustle here. By hustle here, I mean that you're constantly taking action to move your business forward. Whether it gains or whether it falls back, doesn't matter, because again, every time you're either going to succeed or you're going to learn something that you're never going to do again. Hey everybody, thanks for being here. Really do appreciate you listening to these 3 rants today. I will be back in a couple of days with the episode 3 of the productivity series. If you haven't checked out the first 2, please like, subscribe, and ring that bell to make sure that you're notified of all the new videos when I post them, and it'll make it easier to find those productivity series so you can get started on your own personal productivity system. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you in the next video.